Hello, everybody. How is everybody today? I am so thankful for all of you for watching this and just to get to connect today. So, I am Jordan Rios. I am a trauma coach, I'm a life coach. I help moms who are stuck in survival mode, who have big dreams to move beyond the junk, the stuff that is holding them back and keeping them from reaching those goals. And I help you move the needle towards your success. So today I want to talk about trauma. And I know this, let me give a disclaimer. I'm not a therapist. This is for educational purposes only. I'm a life coach. There is a difference between coaching and therapy. But I want to talk about how trauma that you endured in the past, that you were a victim of in the past, can affect you now. And because I really feel like bringing awareness to this topic can help you to take the initiative to see your need for working through these things. And this really is the first step, is bringing awareness to what is going on beneath the surface. Because what is going on beneath the surface is what is causing you to stay stuck. And if you just keep trying to build habits or try to make these external changes or change your environment, but you don't address what is inside, what happened to you, then more than likely you're just putting a band-aid on it and you are going to stay stuck. Because like I say all the time, success is an inside job, and we have to do that deep inner work. And to experience internal success, in order to see it in our external world, we have to do it. We have to do the work on the inside. Okay. And that's why I'm here. That's why I do what I do. I help moms to achieve that. So let me just give you some of the ways, and this is not exhaustive, but this is just kind of an overview of how trauma from your past can affect you now. I'm going to scoot over a little bit, a little off center. So how trauma can affect you now. Number one of the ways that trauma can affect you from your past can affect you right now is that the emotions that you experienced at the time of your trauma, whether you even remember the trauma or not, whether you were old enough to remember, whether you blocked the memory, those emotions are still trapped unless you've worked through the emotions and brought them to the surface. Those emotions are still trapped in your body. They are trapped at certain places, specific places in your body. I mean, this is mind-blowing stuff if you've never worked through it before. But those emotions can literally make your body sick. They can manifest in physical disease. Stress can cause disease. Stress is one of the leading causes of all disease. And so, this is something that when you do that inner work with a coach, with a therapist, within a safe community, you can experience freedom for the first time, like a weight has been lifted off of you. Okay. So you can release these trapped negative emotions, and there's lots of tools that you can use to release them. I don't recommend doing it all on your own. That is too much for you to bear by yourself. At least find a support group and work with someone who is trained to help you. So there's trapped negative emotions in your body, and your emotions are such an important part of understanding your emotions is such an important piece to understanding why you do the things that you do. So if you are stuck in a repetitive pattern that's not helping you at all, that you wish, bad habits that you wish you could break, even addictions that you wish that you could break, the first step is looking at what emotions, what thoughts, what memories, what beliefs are in place that come from events that happened to you. When did it start? What happened? What were you feeling at the time? This is just super critical. The next thing I want to talk about, that how does trauma that you experienced before affect you now, is that it causes you to be afraid. We've all heard of fight or flight. And fight or flight is one of our primal instincts, that when we are in the face of danger, it's actually fight, flight, or freeze. And there's actually another word I'm going to talk about in another video. that you can all that it also encompasses. But fight, flight, or freeze. That feels like a tongue twister. But when you're in the face of imminent danger, you either fight back, you run away, or you completely freeze and shut down. This is helpful when you are face to face with a grizzly bear. This is helpful when you're being robbed at gunpoint. This is not helpful in day-to-day life. But when you go through trauma, especially at a young age, or maybe it's even ongoing trauma in your home of origin, or whatever home you grew up in, maybe it was an ongoing thing that you were in a perpetual, you internalize that fight or flight mode, and you start operating out of that fight or flight mode. And your body is under immense stress. This can cause chronic fatigue. It can cause lots and lots of different diseases. It can cause anxiety. Anxiety is something that is so rampant that lots and lots of moms, especially I've seen, struggle with. And, this can, you have to, if this is something that you are dealing with and you want to break free from, you have to ask yourself, when did it start? Why did it start? And, when you can get to the root of these things, you can start to break free from these things. You can start to build new patterns. And it's not simple. It's not easy, but it is possible. It is more than possible. You are more than able to get out of survival mode and go from surviving to thriving when you do this inner work, when you use the tools that I teach in my Facebook group and in my programs and in my coaching. And so another way that unprocessed trauma affects you now as an adult is that you stay stuck in the same repeated patterns in relationships. And for me, this is the most painful thing. Was the most painful thing, I should say. It's the most painful thing for me to think of relationships, because I'm a very relational person. But when you feel stuck, if you relate to people in the same way and get bad results, get results that you don't want, maybe even in your parenting, maybe even just yelling at your kids. That's a big one that I've struggled with, that I've seen lots of other moms struggle with, is, just feeling like you're spewing anger at those that you love, feeling like you are shutting down, that you're not present in those relationships, that you're just zoning out. Those are just a few examples. And you feel like that's just how you are. And you're ashamed of it. And you feel like there's no way to get out, but you wish so desperately there was. Well, let me tell you, there is a way to get out. If this is you, if this is resonating with you, there is a way out of this. This is not who you are. This is something that was done to you that was not your fault, but only you can change it and only you can fix it. And it is your responsibility to change it and to fix it. And there are tools available that can move you there faster than if you try to do it all on your own. There are lots of tools available. And so I just wanted to talk about that and invite you, if this is you, my invitation to you is to join my Facebook group. This is a free private Facebook group. It is a safe and supportive community. It is called Survival Mode to Successful Moms Moving Beyond Trauma. And one thing that I've got coming up only in my Facebook group later this summer, June 3rd and 4th, actually, we are having a virtual conference called Mom So Hard Virtual Conference. It's our second annual conference. There's going to be some amazing speakers. And the theme of this year's conference is overcoming hardship on the road to success. You're going to hear some stories of women who have overcome some crazy stuff. Women who have overcome massive obstacles, massive gut-wrenching trauma on the path to success, and now they are crushing it, and they are doing the impossible, what seems like to us the impossible, because we live in a world of infinite possibilities, in case you didn't know. And these women are owning that. I want you there. I want you at my conference. And I want you in my group so that you can get all of my content. And I will see you guys tomorrow.